All right. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We we have a very special show for you today. Today is November 30th, 2020, and this is the Service Hero Show. 365 days of awesome. Celebrate success through service. My name is Kim O'Neill, and
Barbara Beckley. I know you're like, okay, where's Tamara?
and we are your co-hosts for today. And this is the show that shares inspiring stories of those that are inspiring others. So let's do this. Here we are, Barbara.
Well, this is awesome. This is awesome. I'm loving this. I just have to say, Kim, for us to kind of just get together and say, we're going to do this today, I feel like I've been knowing you for a while. So let's let this rock.
I feel the same. I am so honored to get to do this with you today. And for all those who are with us, we are here today because Tamara is hosting the Tour of Love 36-hour telethon that is also beginning right now. So, oh my goodness, that I'm excited. It's a lot in store for everybody.
I know. I mean, this has been, they've been putting on 36 hours for the last, like a few months. And now we're here. Today's the day when it starts. And there's just so much, because I know, Kim, you've been involved in it. I've been involved. And there's so much just people are coming on, singers. People are going to be like, wow, we have celebrities coming on. Melissa Manchester. This is blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind.
I agree. And so I'm just going to ask everyone to bear with us as we are doing a co-show host takeover today. And
takeover.
And I was looking to see where is our clip that talks about the Tour of Love. That would be great to show right now to everybody.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I can get that for him.
I think I might see one.
Yeah, because I was going to pull it up. But if you got it, go for it.
No, go ahead. I'll let you do it. Give everyone a little preview of what the Tour of Love is.
What the world needs now is love. In the spirit of the 60s, this 36-hour non-stop event reaching 80 million screens on E360 TV. This is the Tour of Love. Showcasing top Billboard artists, comedians, including the Guinness World Record fastest talker.
Stop. You have set the Guinness Book of World Records.
And special tributes.
What's for supper?
Baked possum and sweet potato.
A huge cast of talent. We're all coming together to support all those experiencing the impact of cancer. So join us November 30th on E360 TV and a multitude of other platforms. This is your invitation. We're changing lives, changing the world. This is the Tour of Love.
Awesome. And Barbara, I'm going to share one more clip because we have a special headliner coming on. Towards the end of the telethon. And here we go.
The Tour of Love welcomes Melissa Manchester. This double Grammy winner joins a long list of talent on E360 TV. For 36 hours straight, they're all coming together to support those experiencing the impact of cancer and to lift the spirit of humanity with love at a time we need it the most.
The eyes
Take it away, Barbara.
I love that song. I was just telling when we were talking the other day, I said, I forgot she wrote that song from Ice Castles. Okay, I'm telling my age. I know. Because I know you're younger than me, Kim. That's okay. I'm the dinosaur in the room.
No, there ain't no dinosaurs here. Okay. And I'm older than I tend to look. So,
well, you look like you're at 16. You're doing a wonderful job taking care of everything. So,
you know what? I think it's a fantastic opportunity to come in here and, help support Tamara through the Service Hero Show, but also the Tour of Love. And Barbara, what I was thinking is for those who maybe are still new to E360 TV and where this is all airing, what do you say we do a little screen share and I can just kind of give them a mini tour in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah,
okay.
So they can find it. Yeah, we definitely want them to be there.
Exactly. So in addition to where you may be watching us on Facebook, on YouTube, or on E360 TV or one of its affiliated partners, I'm going to show you how, if you prefer to be off social media and watch it on e360tv.com, how you can do that. So let's do a little screen share here. And I'm going to bring that up. All right. And so you should be seeing the E360. Yep. So all you simply do is type in, of course, e360.tv in your browser. And this is what it looks like at first. Now, Tamara's show, the Service Hero Show, is on the Positive Vibrations Live channel. And if you ever want to go straight to her show, here's what I think is super awesome. You can literally just do the magnifying glass and search for it. So Service Hero Show, see, and it already starts to come up. And there you have it. And you would simply, oh, look at that. There's Barbara. And you would simply hit on a show to listen to or watch and go from there. Same thing with the Tour of Love. So we can just type in tour. There it is.
There it is.
Whoop, there it is. And as you can see, the tour has already started, of course, and that is where Tamara is. And so if I were to click on this, the sound would all come through. So I'm not going to do that in this moment, but that's definitely where you can check it out. So I'll take the screen share off.
Awesome.
Yeah. So Barbara, what should we talk about next?
Well, I think what we should talk about next is the whole reason why there is a Tour of Love.
Yeah.
I think it's important. We're always talking about humor, and a lot of love, and we do the fun stuff. But then we also want to get down to the reason why this is put on, not just this year, but it's been, I think, for the last, because I just joined last year. So this is my second year being a part of the Give-a-thon. And I know you, Kim, you're very new at this too. So before I get into that, what kind of drew you to say, you know what, I'm really interested in this non-organization. Tamara's awesome. I need to be a part of it. What kind of drew you to that?
That is such a great question. And you've already touched on it. For me, it is Tamara. It is the power of Tamara and how much she believes in the Chemo Buddies for Life mission, the CD4L mission. And I believe in Tamara. I got to meet her in person a few years ago, and I just was so moved by her and her story and seeing her evolve and grow the organization over the last few years and seeing part of last year's telethon. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm so in support of this lady and her mission. And so that's the big draw for me. And you and I were, on last Friday's show, or was it Saturday's show? I forget now.
Yeah, I caught you on a few. And weren't you on the one where Miss Helene was on the first time she came on as on screen with not just the voice?
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that was a milestone. That was a milestone for Helene. I'm so proud of her. She's on here now.
I am so proud of her. I am so proud of her too. That was, I've gotten to know her a little more since then. And that was very inspiring to see her, get to that place where she could feel comfortable and come on live with us and sing and all of that. And I would say that it's been that journey of being even more connected with the buddies and just understanding how the Chemo Buddies for Life mission is about ensuring no one goes through cancer alone. And so I'm just very passionate about that. What about you? What drew you to?
So what drew me, my story is a little bit different. It really taken because I've been in remission now. It's been 10 years this year with cancer, but it wasn't breast cancer. It was uterus cancer. So just a little bit about my story. is that 10 years ago when I found out about it, and I always tell, especially ladies, because I always draw to the ladies in my own business, so I always draw to them in other areas too, that don't ever second guess your health and put it to the side because you might be fearful or you might be in this like denial stage because the doctor just said something that you really did not want to hear. And when he told me, Kim, I went to the doctor because I was having a lot of problems, women things, which I don't want to get because I know there's some guys on here, they probably like, ew, but I don't want to hear that. But there was some issues with me. Let's just say there was challenges. And I wound up going to the doctor to see, okay, what's going on? And when he told me, he said, Barbara, now when I first went to the doctor, because I was having some problems, they told me I had like 5% cancer cells in my uterus. And they had to make sure that they were, taking, some tests and stuff to make sure it didn't spread and see what we can do. So the only thing I heard at that time, Kim, I was like, cancer cells? Huh? And that threw me. I just right there was like, nope, I don't want to hear that. I got too much to do in the world right now. I'm trying to, get busy and help people and stuff. So I didn't want to hear that 5%. And wow. I pushed it to the back of my head. I really did. And I didn't go back to the doctor for a whole year. For a whole year. Yeah. And I tell this story because of what not to do. That's why I always say this story. That's why I feel vulnerable. I don't feel bad talking about it because I want to save other people from not going to that extreme. So after I waited a whole year, well, as you know, if you don't, go doctor and say, he's telling me this, he just told me something, they have to monitor it all the time. Well, they didn't get a chance to do all that. So then it was getting worse. So my body was like talking to me saying, okay, you don't want to go for a whole year? We're going to make this interesting for you. So I was having problems eating and I was having more problems with, my woman's things as, guilt thing and all that stuff. And then I said, okay, I definitely got it. So I had to rush myself to urgent care because I was getting so sick.
Oh, wow.
As soon as I got there, Kim, and audience out there, lovely audience, they basically told me I went from 5% to 95% cancer cells in my uterus. And it was trying to filter into my ovaries and everything. And they got to the point they had to do an emergency hysterectomy. An emergency. Oh, wow. And thank God, and I thank God, I believe in God, that I didn't wait longer because they said it could have gotten my lymph nodes and the cancer could have spread. And thank God I didn't have to because they were thinking about I needed to do some chemo or radiation. And I didn't have to wind up doing that. So because they were able to catch everything.
Wow, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that for you.
Yeah. And I wanted to kind of, go through the story again, because I know I did it before a few months ago on the service here with Tamara. And I want to, just because that story drives me always to want to help others because of that. First of all, like I said, check yourself. I don't care what the doctor says. Do what they tell you to do, no matter how much you want to sit there and say, I don't want to, and I don't want to go back and all that. No, please. Go to your appointments, do your, when we have to do the breast examinations, all that, and make sure that you're checking yourself out.
So that change happened in just 1 year's time difference.
In 1 year's time. Yeah.
Wow.
And that's been 10 years ago, since I had the, had the hysterectomy and the cancer. So, I always call the cancer, cancer conquerors instead of cancer survivors, because I don't know, for some reason when I hear survivors, I be like, oh, I just survived, okay, I just got over it. I know you had a fight, you were war, you was, that's hard. Everybody knows that. And I know, I think you see some other people, Natasha, yes, she has breast cancer. They know that it's a fight to, push through the storm when the storm is like hitting you left and right. So, I call all the cancer conquerors. You're all cancer conquerors out there. So when I met Tamara, because she won for, I always forget the award that she won, the Impactor Award.
The Next Global Impactor, yeah.
Yeah, she won that. And I was the type, what I do too is I interview ladies, for their businesses to kind of just show them, give them exposure and everything. And when I heard about her winning, I said, "Ooh, I want to get her on an interview. I want to interview her so people can know that she won." So we were back and forth. You know how that is. Let me see this date. This doesn't work. Well, we finally got to work out. And when we met Kim, it was like we've been knowing each other for years. And she said, "I just love your personality." I said, "I love yours too, Tamara. You're so sweet." She said, "Well, we're part of this organization that I started, Chemo Buddies, for life." And for some reason, I always was looking for some nonprofit organization that I really want to tie up with to help. Because I want to help. I'm that nurturer person and to be there. And it clicked. As soon as she said that and she kind of showed me what she does and what about, having buddies and having people so they have to be alone, I said, this is it. This was meant to be. I said, yes, I want to help and I want to continue to help in any way I can. Because the one thing that happened to me, Kim, is when I was going through, I was married at the time and I had family here and there, but they all went the other way because they were scared. It was like they were scared of the word and the disease of cancer because they didn't really know what. And now, years and years past, I understand what they were dealing with. But at the time when you're going through, you don't understand because you just want somebody to be there. And they weren't there. My husband, he basically totally act like he was in the house with me because he's like, "I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what you want me to do here. This is something that I'm not privy to." Didn't try to figure out stuff. That's a whole nother road. We're not going to go down. But just to show that, the loneliness sets in there. And I told myself I would never want anybody to deal with that. Never want anybody to deal with being alone, through that. So that's what brought me here. And that's why I'm, just loving to volunteer, loving meeting people like you that loves the passion of it too. And, it's, let's say, Helene said, cancer's known funny.
No, you keep talking. I was preparing our next thing. Well, here's what I was thinking. You know what, Barbara, your story is fantastic. That this is a wonderful time for us to share with people how they can pair up with a buddy, because that's also what the telethon is about. About bringing in new buddies. It's free membership. It's not anything you pay for. And your story is an excellent segue into that, about how when everyone else leaves, you can be paired up with a buddy so you aren't going through that journey alone.
Yes. So important. So important. And so, what I like about, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say what I also like about the organization is just not pairing up for buddies, but it's building leadership. We got a lot of leaders in this, in the organization and in the group that we do, because every day we have something going on within the group to keep people's momentum going, to keep the positivity going, to encourage people. And no one's getting paid for this. No one's getting paid. Everybody's coming to kindness of their heart and their soul to say, you know what, we want to help these people and we want to give them skills. Because it's not just, coming together, being a buddy and saying, you're okay, but we're also giving skills, doing certain things so they can have things going on. So they can say to themselves, you know what, just because I have cancer, that doesn't mean I can't live. See, a lot of people's like, some people, they hear that, they're like, oh, well, I'll just sit here until whenever. No, within this organization, we don't sit and say till whatever. We know that you can move forward and do what you need to do in life still. Keep pushing.
Well, let's go ahead and share a clip, and then I'll do a screen share of where they can go to join. So here is a little bit more about CB4L.
Life is so fragile, and we're constantly reminded just how fragile life can be, especially when we or a loved one is told we have cancer. Cancer survivor myself, I can tell you, we still feel very alone in this journey.
There's a study that's been showing that patients who are socially isolated have a worse prognosis, have a worse outcome than patients who are socially interconnected.
Buddies for Life is a non-profit cancer support group for those whose life has been impacted by cancer. We'll match you with the perfect buddy. Humor, hope, heart, and hugs.
Humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love.
We're offering you a free membership, so please sign up today. Share this with your friends and family, and support this community in every way you can. No one should face cancer alone.
I am a chemo buddy for life.
We are a Buddies Network.
No one does cancer alone.
Be a buddy.
And we are all here for you as a community of love.
We are chemo buddies for life.
And if you've heard 3 words, you have cancer, for yourself or someone else, you belong with us at Chemo Buddies for Life.
Healing through connections.
And here is the Chemo Buddies for Life website. So if you are interested in joining, whether it be a buddy, whether volunteer, or even to donate, you can click on the Get Involved link at the top here. And I'll click on the Be a Buddy one. And that is loading. And find more information here and simply click on the Become a Buddy link and go from there. And we would love to have you. So I just wanted to show that for everybody, anybody who is interested, or if you know someone who may be struggling with cancer and feeling like they're going it alone, that they can definitely become a buddy. It's completely free. And as Barbara was saying, there are, I love the variety and momentum that gets created within the Facebook group and all the activities that take place and how everyone comes together and supports one another too.
Yes. And that's why we're doing the Give-a-thon, because, we could do so much with the volunteers coming together with their time, because that's time taken for their own lives that they're doing with their family to come and help. But we still need, as you know, as a non-for-profit organization, money is needed to build things, to make things, increase things, to put more programs together, to get more awareness together, to hopefully pay some staffing so it could be on an ongoing basis. So you always, Chemo Buddies is there for all of you all the time. So all that takes some money. And that's why the 36 Hours Give-a-thon is starting today to do that.
Should we see if we can go ahead and air some of that while we're live?
Sure. Let's see if are they on yet? I think
they're on. So
okay.
Yep. So let's we're gonna go back to E360 TV and see if we can air it through there. And so you're seeing that now, right? Yep, the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me know if you see. Let's see if we get the sound coming through. Did I stop it? I must have stopped it.
Fine. I don't hear anything.
Okay, I don't hear it either. So,
well, this particular one that Tamara's doing, we can at least play that clip, because she's really explaining more about why she started it. So let's
do that.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, here we.
My name is Tamara Hunter, and I want to welcome you to Chemo Buddies for Life. We believe in healing through connections. And in fact, we believe it so much. I am out here in nature right now, connecting, because we also believe in healing through nature. You will be taking a journey with us, like this river here. And in this journey, you're going to be connecting not only with other buddies, you'll be connecting with yourself. We have the celebration journal, and we are going to make sure that you have one of your own. You will have an opportunity with our community to connect with yourself. Also, within the journey that you're going to be taking with us, you'll have an opportunity to create your own profile. In it, you'll be either announcing that you have heard 3 words, our community has heard, you have cancer, either for yourself or for someone that you love. I'm holding these purple flowers because purple represents many things in nature. First of all, it's beautiful. It represents a higher frequency. And Chemo Buddies for Life, year 2020, we declared it to be the year of love. We believe in the frequency of love. We also know that purple is the universal cancer color. So when you declare on your profile what cancer you've been associated with, you can either decide to tell us which one or go with the purple, universal. Also, as I'm standing here looking at this beautiful view, it makes me think of the fact that we are community. We are building a worldwide community. And it's like this river that I'm staring down at. When you think of a river, it comes from a variety of different areas. There may be snow that's melted. There may be different creeks that have come together. And then it goes on its journey just like down this way. It has a fork in the road, a fork in the river. So does our website. Our website, as you get to know it, as you get to know the community, you're going to find that you can have a buddy of your own, or you can fork in the road and you can decide to go off into the community, of which we have so many things to offer for you. So the bottom line is this, is get to be a part of like this community river, like the river that's come together from all different areas. We are bringing people from the United States, from Canada, from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from all areas of the world. We are a global family, and we welcome you. So, come and join us. Be a part of the community. Get involved. We're going to help you through every single step of the way. I am glad that you have found us. So now, let us get you to be a part of our community. We are healing through connections. We are healing through buddies. Welcome.
And we're back.
And we're back. Do we have it? I think we got connected here. Can you hear it?
I wonder if we can. I don't hear it. No, I don't hear. So for everyone with us right now, that is Tamara in the Tour of Love Telethon. I'm just trying to connect into it so we can showcase some of that for you here.
Writers of one of the original songs that will be performed here during the 36 Hours Live. And Helene is saying, we appreciate you all for being here. Sincerely, the community, the cb4l.org, or also known as Chemo Buddies for Life community. Thank you all for being here at this time. Well, humor, hope, heart hugs, and a whole lot of love. That is one of that's the phrase in the anthem, in the song, We Are the Ones. We are the ones. We are one. We are love. We are hope. We are the ones to change the world with our hearts. Then humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love. Well, yes, that is what we talk about in the Buddies. So why are we doing a give-a-thon? And why is it important to you? We will be making that statement, and you'll be educated. And by the time the 36 hours has taken place, there should be no doubt in your mind. You should all understand how important this movement is to all of us. It doesn't matter, truthfully, it doesn't matter if you yourself has heard those 3 words. Doesn't. And why do I say that? Because I know. I know. You see, it's not always about us. What we are doing is global. We are on a quest to make a difference. And more than ever, right now in the year 2020, we have an epidemic. Some will say, oh yeah, well, I know. I've got my mask. I got my mask. Yeah, I've got one too. Here. Right? I've got my masks. However, that's not the epidemic that I'm talking about. We have an epidemic, and it has 6 letters that spell the word cancer. Cancer is something that nearly everybody has been affected by.
Yeah.
If you've been alive more than a day, wink, wink, you most likely have. However, the statistics are incredible. From 2020 to 2030, 10 years. If we do nothing right now, we are going to see an 80% increase in the less affluent countries, according to the World Health Organization. An 80% increase. Do the math. And in the more affluent countries, we are told that we will see a 40% increase. I don't know about you guys. This is unacceptable.
I would need that so I could help, with the shows. With the hours.
It was exactly. In fact, one of my family members came to me before going live and said, "Did you do this? Did you start this today because of Grandma?" It's one of my kids. Because you see, it was 5 years ago today, in this very room, that my mother gained her wings from cancer. 5 years ago today. And I myself am a survivor, and I'm one of 5 people through 4 generations that have heard those words. So you see, this is a very personal situation for me, yes. However, it is not about me, it is about the one. And we need to all understand that it is about the one when we look at the numbers that were mentioned. The numbers that were mentioned. 80% increase in the less affluent countries, and a 40% increase in the more affluent countries, according to the World Health Organization. WHO. Look it up. Don't believe me. Look it up for yourself. However, there's good news in this, in that it gives a solution. And guess what? The reason that it is so important that all of you be here and all of you understand what we are doing is that the solutions that were mentioned, many of them we are currently doing, and we are global. Yet, we are still one of the newer 501c3 nonprofits out there. So how do you get involved? It's very easy. You're going to be seeing this all over cb4l.org, chemobuddiesforlife.org. And if it's easier for you to remember, touroflove.org. Both of those URLs, both of those addresses go to the same place, to the community, and you can donate there. You can donate there. And I encourage you to do that, because what we are doing is we are making a difference I promise you this. We have a community, and you will be learning about this community. You will be hearing from members of our community. You will be hearing from people that wish they would have had this community for their family members that have gained their wings. They came to work with us in honor of them, and little did they know how much they would be served because this program works. Our nonprofit is making a difference. And like anything, it does take funds. And every single bit goes straight to helping our community. You see, we are all ran. We are a fully ran. Eventually we'll have some employees, but right now we are 100% volunteer based. And what Christelle was talking about, people that are involved with us are amazing. When she was talking about Victor, do you know she was talking about Victor Orlando? Look him up. Congo player, percussions. He's toured the world with the Gap Band and many of these other amazing bands. He's been inducted into Hall of Fames. He is very, very, very well known. In fact, if you look him up, Victor Orlando. You'll probably recognize him. He's fun too. He's going to be coming on. We have Brian Thompson. We mentioned him. He plays, well, he was a child prodigy in music. He plays so many instruments, and you'll be hearing from him and you'll be seeing him perform quite a few times. We have people that have joined us from all over the world. And remember the humor, hope, heart, hugs, and a whole lot of love? Well, I'm going to tease you a little bit right now in regards to some of the characters you're going to get to know.
Gorgeous. Darling. I'm Edith from New Jersey. And I'm Endora from Malibu. And we're on the tour of love. Endora, I just had a little bit of work done. What do you think? It's very subtle. No one will ever know. I got an estimate to get my eyebrows raised. It was only 137 stitches. What do you think?
I love them. And how about Fran?
Oh, hi, I'm Fran Kappa, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female in the world. I also hold 9 world records. I did a book signing top of Kilimanjaro down by the wreck side of the Titanic. I've written 22 books. I'm a comic. I do a lot of things. But the thing that I'm really excited about now is that I am joining the Tour of Love. And I am going to be joining it with a lot of talented people, and it's for a really good cause. So I am going to take actually an RV. I am just trying to find on the map.
And we're back.
And we're back. So we wanted to give we wanted to basically come on for a minute just to kind of discuss some things while we here we're listening to the Tour of Love right now. So far so good. I'm loving the commercials they have.
I do too. So many talented people have been working behind the scenes on this thing, like you said, for such a long time and creating all these awesome clips, and still so many more performers. You just saw Fran Capo. We know about Melissa Manchester, but so many more awesome people. Off the top of my head, I know we're going to have music from Soul Play, which is Keith Leon S. and Eric Peterson. There's going to be music by Kristen Lee. There's music by the band One Draw. There's so many more people, lots of comedians. I mean,
wow.
So many people.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. This 36 hours is going to be rocking.
I know. Barbara, are you staying up? Are you staying up the whole time?
I did it last year. I have to do it again. I said, you know what? I know, because I know, like you just said, Kim, it takes a whole lot, and the people to recognize it takes a team to put this together and make sure that things are running right, the video, all that kind of stuff. So I want to be there just in case at 2:00 in the morning. If something's needed, I'm here. I'm a night owl anyway. I stay up, but people know me in the group. Barbara's up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning saying hello.
I'm here for the duration, but I got to be honest. I may be messaging you and Tamara and say, I'm taking a little nap here, and then I'll come on back in. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to take those little, I think last year I was up I think I slept for like maybe 5 minutes, and I was so scared that I was going to oversleep. I set my phone, and I had it real loud because I said, I can't afford to sleep longer than like 15 minutes here. But I was so determined to make sure everything was okay. I couldn't sleep to 15 minutes. So I was like, okay, you know what? That's okay. Let me just do it. But I'm telling you, Kim, after everything was over, after, all the awesomeness of what was going on, and then we were done, you're talking about somebody having some sleep.
I bet.
I got in the bed, Kim, and I was like, and I don't know what time it was when I woke up after that. And I know Tamara had the same thing. She probably went through it because she stayed up more than 36 hours, because she stayed up an hour that day before just to make sure things were going right. Things were in place.
Yeah, that was not just 36 hours for Tamara. I think she may have at one point told me it was 72 hours or something. Like, she was up for a long time preparing and putting all that together.
Yes, she was. That's why I was called the queen. She's always telling me, she said, why you call me queen? I said, because you are a queen. You're royalty. Look what you're doing. You're a warrior. Yes, you're a queen. I said, I deem you.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah, they need to recognize what, everybody's doing. And I have to just say, just to tell all the other volunteers like Aaron and Carol and Helene and you, Kim, and Skip. I mean, I know I'm missing so many others, but just to name the ones I can think of, you're doing such an awesome, tremendous, amazing job. And, it wouldn't be possible, like I said, without a team. And looking for Carol's purple pen. But besides that, we appreciate you. I know I do. I love working with each and every one of the volunteers. It's just amazing. It's like a family. I always say that we're like a family. We're just put together like a family. So thank you so much.
I want to throw Gloria Rand in there. She's been doing a lot.
Yes, Gloria. Yeah, if I miss somebody, please don't put it against me. Don't put it towards my heart, put it towards my head, because I didn't remember everybody. But yeah, Gloria, because she's fairly new too. I know she skipped. She's his like right-hand lady, because she's helping him. Oh my God, yeah. And he does so much stuff with editing and just a whole lot of things. Yeah, a whole lot of things. Yeah. So it looks like some people. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to give Helene another shout out. She is always so good and welcoming to everybody in the chat. And so hello to everyone who has joined us, Stephen and Jill, and we have Crystal, so many awesome people here. And of course, earlier we had Natasha and Ariel and Carol, Sherry. Oh my goodness, so many awesome people here. Yeah. So how about you, Barbara? Who are you? I don't know. Can you think of who's in the show and anything you're excited to see or interested?
I'm interested. Well, I've been talking about ever since Melissa Manchester was put on the roster. I'm like, yeah. And she's the last hour. What's so funny about it? How they say, you gotta wait till the last. I was like, oh, wow. But yeah, I know there's some people that are on. You mentioned, I think some people from certain bands, like maybe Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the drummer, something like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be. That's when I almost got the name wrong. Oh goodness. Though there are going to be some guests from that band within someone else's hour, and I am, his name is at the tip of my tongue. If there's someone with us who knows it, I believe his last name is Cohen. He's a good friend of Tamara's. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yes. Yeah, he knows some heavy hitters. I found out. And there's going to be some special. I just found out just today. I don't want to, mess up the excitement, but I think he's going to have some other people coming too within that hour. So yeah, that you're going to know. You're going to have to be familiar names to a lot of people. Yeah. So yeah, this is like, oh, I feel like I'm in celebrity status coming in. Oh yeah, this is good. I like this. I love it.
It's awesome.
And then for them to take the time to come and support, the nonprofit, the organization. So that's awesome.
Yeah. And just to highlight some of those hours. So I know Melissa Manchester is coming on tomorrow. So Tuesday, December 1st at 9 p.m. Pacific, which is midnight Eastern. And then I believe Mikey is actually coming on at, I think he's in the 7 p.m. Pacific time slot, which would then be 10 p.m. Eastern. So definitely tune in for those.
All these time zones.
I know. It's become part of my normal language now.
Yeah, me too. Because when we talk to people all over, not just the United States, but now this is the kicker. When you got to talk to people in UK and Canada and all that, it's like, okay, now I heighten my time zone that I need to think about. So now my little trusty phone, I have all the different kind of states and countries set. So I can always look to see what time it is in another, area. I had to, because it was killing me. I just couldn't remember everything. Yeah.
That's really good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to highlight Helene's comment. She's saying a star today.
Yes, we are. And not just today, but even, see, one thing I always say, Kim, just like with Thanksgiving, now I'm going to pull this up because it's one of my little pet peeves here. Yes, I'm going to say my little pet peeves. So every year on Thanksgiving, as you know, we all know, you did it, Kim, we all do, unfortunately, with the pandemic, we couldn't really maybe visit family like we wanted to, or friends or whatever. And I get that. So, but we still got through it. And a lot of people use technology as a friend to kind of talk to people. So that's Thanksgiving Day. Then Thanksgiving is gone. It's Friday, it's Black Friday. Then it's,
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going. And then we wait all till next year to do this. Oh, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. No. And I'm talking a little kid. Yes, we should do it every single hour. And somebody said, wait a minute, how about every day? No, every single hour. There's always somebody to be or something to be thankful for. So I'm just want to put it out there. Just want to put it out there. I know Helene's probably in her head. I can hear her now saying, she's giving us another homework assignment. No, this is something that we should be doing naturally. What you think, Kim? Give me your idea. But I did this pet peeve of mine.
I think you're spot on. It's not gratitude for one day. It's gratitude at all times, all throughout the year. And Thanksgiving is simply, a way to be reminded if it hasn't become a normal practice for someone, but it's really something to do all day, every day. I have a friend who she does gratitudes at the end of every day. She types them all up and she sends them to me. And every day, and it's kind of like, she's such in the habit of doing it that it's not really an accountability thing, at least not at this point for her, but it's such a regular practice for her that she, she reflects, she types them up and she shares them with her community every single day. And it's beautiful. And it's really about no matter what's happening in your day. There've been times where she's, has shared something like, oh, got in a car wreck today. And I'm grateful for how speedy, AAA was, or, if there were medical people involved, right? I'm so grateful that I'm doing well today. I'm grateful for the speedy healing that is coming my way. There's always some element to be grateful for, regardless of how, the day is actually played out. And you make a great point. It's not just a one day a year kind of thing.
A one day wonder. Or like they say, one hit wonder is not a one day wonder. And I'm loving what your friend does with the gratitude. I'm going to have to use that. I like that idea. I really do. Because like you said, even when something, and I feel like when you start to get the norm of doing that like every day, and I know said the hour, I know I kind of maybe overdid the hour, but at least once a day, say thank you or be grateful for somebody, because then you get that when things happen, then automatically your brain is going to kick on and think to yourself, okay, this happened, but I'm grateful because I'm still here. I'm grateful because I can still talk to people. I'm great, whatever. I'm just using examples. So it kicks in and it helps you go out and stay. I'm going to put the sign up. I've been using this all day. It helps you stay positive.
Yes. Wait, hold that up. Hold that up. Let me make you bigger. How can I make you bigger? Oh, I made me bigger. I want to make you bigger.
Make me bigger.
It's not going. I don't know how to make you bigger all of a sudden.
Yeah, but but that's okay. You look nice. Did I do? I don't even know.
Maybe you can do it. Can you?
Nah, that's okay. To stay. See, I put it there. Stay positive. There we go. Oh, Kim took herself off. But yeah, to stay positive. Thank you, Kim, for doing that. That's what happens when you continuously be thankful for things every day. It makes it easier to say the positive, because now you're replacing whatever happened and saying, I'm thankful for whatever's going on.
Exactly. It becomes that new habit, that practice. And so it's easier to slip into it. And I like your idea about every hour, especially for someone who maybe wants to, develop that new muscle of being more in a grateful state more frequently than not, is set a reminder every hour and go, okay, what can I be grateful for now? And it really helps to shift that energy and open up space for more abundance and positivity and all of that. It's good suggestion.
And I was going to say, if people are having a hard time, let's just say it's like every hour, really, Barbara? If you think you can have a hard time with doing that, I have 2 people that I know in my life that is totally negative all the time. If you talk to them, you will be pushed to say something that you're grateful for or thankful for, because they will push you to the other side. Either going to push you into their madness of being negative, or you're going to push them out and say, no, you're grateful because of this, this, and this. So then you're going to look up 3 hours. If you talk to them for a few, you're going to be saying, and you're like, wait a minute, I just fulfilled my quota.
Well, Barbara, we have a few minutes left in our hour here today on the Service Hero Show. And I do want to just we're not done yet, but I want to quickly say thank you to everyone who's been with us today. And definitely remember, the Tour of Love is going on for 36 hours. We started today's show at the exact same time that the telethon began as well. And so the telethon is going from today, Monday, November 30th at 12 p.m. Pacific, all the way through tomorrow, which is Giving Tuesday. And it's ending at December 2nd at 12:01 a.m. PT. So that's very beginning of Wednesday morning. And so definitely be sure to check that out. Keep coming back and see all the different comedians and musicians and celebrities and just all the awesomeness that's being programmed into this telethon. Definitely check that out. Should we show them some of that again? Should we tune into that?
Oh yeah, let's see what's in, because she's going to go in the second hour. So let me just double check here. I'll share. I gotta put it on play.
Oh, you know what? I can't hear it as well this time.
Can you hear it?
No, not really.
Uh-oh. What do we? Oh. Let's see.
Helene is saying, love you both. Love you, Helene.
Can you hear it now?
So.
Oh, there we go.
Actually, right now, for the very first person that donates, very first, you're going to get a book. And then we'll have different things that we're going to do. But the very first person, donate and think about someone. I'd love to hear if you're donating in honor of someone. And then put it in the comments that you donated. Put it in the comments. And we're going to write it down. 12:54. It's on camera. 12:54. The first person to go and donate. And then put it in there. that you donated. And if we have a tie, I'll honor it. You see, I believe in what we're doing. I believe in it so much. I believe. And Miss Delane is saying transparency will help ease suffering of others. Thank you for sharing your story with us. You're welcome, my dear. You're welcome. Tell us how we can donate. Absolutely. The way you donate is you go to cb4l.org. Hit the button. What is the button there?
It's the donate button.
On the left-hand side, it's a drop down. You'll see donate. Go there. Donate. And that's as easy as it is. And actually, all you have to do is go to cb4l.org, and there's a donate button right there on that page, right at the top. Donate. Just hit that. Donate. And you can donate via PayPal. We take all the different things. I mean, you even take the traditional stuff like MasterCard and Discover and American Express and Visa and all the different types. I think there's even a way to be able to do an electronic check. So you see, you can donate. We want to hear also why. And if you're donating in honor of someone, I'd love to be able to mention that on air. You see, this is the tour of love. And we believe that in sharing the love together, there is frequency and healing in that. Let's see. Thank you to the Tour of Love sponsors, volunteers, and talent. Yes, and also I want to say thank you because right now, simultaneously, the Service Hero Show is also on, and they are talking about the Tour of Love. So we have guest hosts, Barbara Beckley and Kim O'Neill, and they are currently live on the Service Hero Show, also on the E360 TV platform in the positive vibration area.
Oh,
that was awesome.
She talked about us.
I can't see your face.
Yeah, she said something about us. Well, with that said, Kim, it was awesome being a co-host with you. I would do this any other day. If they call me, say, Kim, I'm with you.
I agree, Barbara. It was fun doing this with you, and that was excellent timing tuning back into Tamara on right? That was
like we didn't even do that.
I know. And I just want to acknowledge that what Tamara is holding up is her new book, Mastering Your Mountains, which is very inspiring and has one of Tamara's stories about mastering her mountains. And so, that free gift, definitely check, be that first person to donate. Yep.
Okay. Well, with that, Service Hero Show, wonderful. Thank you, Kim, again. And you'll be back on the next Service Hero Show. Remember, you are a hero in everything you do. Bye.